In the summer sun, we're having fun with Quizizz AI. The learning just begun. Create a quiz in no time with ease. From articles, videos, PDFs, oh show me please. From summer fun to classroom devices, Quizizz AI is one of your new favorite devices. In the summer with AI, we're all engaged with Quizizz magic for every age. Grab a video clip from YouTube now. Quizizz AI will make it fun. Bang, boom, pow. The AI asks questions in no time at all. Learning's better with Quizizz this fall. From summer heat to classroom fun, Quizizz AI has just begun. A summer with AI, we're all engaged with Quizizz magic for every age. Got an article.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another fantastic episode of A Summer with AI. You can see that I am Joe Marquez, your host for today. You can find me on all the socials right there on LinkedIn at Joe-Marquez and on the Twitter X's and the Instagrams at Joe Marquez70. But I want you to also know that we do also have a YouTube channel, which is probably where you're seeing this if you're not on the Twix or the Instagram. We would love for you to subscribe to our channel because we put more than just these episodes there. We also have a variety of resources for you to take a look at. So if you go to bit.ly/Joe_AI, you can see all of our resources that we are sharing today. And then, as always, this is an interactive show, so get informed. Go ahead and go to bit.ly/Summer with AI, and you can be a part of the show by asking questions, and we will answer those live on the show. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at something we talked about a few weeks ago, and it's actually come true. So let's take a look at this right here. So we have in the past talked about all the generative tools that have been available to us for the past year and a half, right? We have Gemini from Google, ChatGPT 4o from OpenAI, Claude from Anthropic, Meta from Facebook, Copilot from Microsoft, Pi AI is in there as well. But we were always saying, where's Apple? Where is Apple? That's always been the question. And if we remember back to our very first episode, we talked a little bit about Apple is in the hardware game. Right? You know, Gemini is Google. They're into search. And OpenAI was right from the get-go about artificial intelligence. And Facebook was about social media. Like, they all had their specific things that they had done. But we had Apple, who was a hardware company, right? We had Apple, who, have the MacBooks and the iPads and the iPhones and the Apple Watches and the AirPods. That's what they were into, that entire ecosystem. And I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Apple is playing the long game because they have the most robust ecosystem of any company. If you are an Appleite, you are an Appleite. You are in to win it if you are in the Apple ecosystem, which means it has all of your information. And I said back then, I wouldn't be surprised if Apple creates something like a Weibo. And Weibo being the closest thing we have to a very, very personal assistant utilizing AI. Right? Weibo from the movie Flubber from the 90s with Robin Williams was a personal AI assistant that knew everything about its owner, Robin Williams. It knew what he liked, what he disliked. It knew who he knew and who he didn't know. It knew his calendar. It knew his schedule, knew everything. And it provided input, anticipated that input, and replied to the input that Robin Williams, the professor, was giving it. And I said, that is the closest thing we are going to have to AI, and Apple is at the perfect spot for that. And then we were talking a little bit about retrieval augmented generation. That means utilizing the larger set large language model, but utilizing personal information, whether it's from a corporation, whether it's from an institution, or whether it's from your own personal bits of information. Going to be utilizing that information along with the large language model programming and training to give you a more personalized response. And we also talked about Apple having a unique combination of seamless hardware, software, and service integrations within its own ecosystem. I mean, hey, they even make their own chips for their computers. How more robust or seamless of an ecosystem could you have? And then we saw from OpenAI that they are moving to multimodal prompting, meaning it utilizes the camera on your devices. It utilizes the microphone off your devices. It utilizes your screen off your devices. And they showed all of this utilizing Apple products, which was very interesting because we said that in the early days of OpenAI, Microsoft put in $10 billion to buy into OpenAI. So it was very interesting to see OpenAI showcasing its brand new GPT-4o model with an Apple product, right? And then we talked about large language models utilizing your information. And that's what this looks like, right? You have your large language model like OpenAI's ChatGPT. And then it utilizes that entire ecosystem. But in the middle is protected. Your personalized information is protected. And that is your Apple account. Now, whether that Apple account is attached to your children or other individuals, I don't know, right? It may be just you. But your Apple account is connected there. And through the Apple ecosystem, through the App Store, you purchase apps, which also has information off of the phone. And then it also has your personal information, your email, your calendar, your health from your Apple Watch, everything. It's the perfect ecosystem for Apple to take over and truly become your one-stop shop for personalized artificial intelligence. And that is what Apple announced this week. Apple announced this week that all of its devices, all of your information, with a partnership with OpenAI and ChatGPT, will be built in to all of your devices. And yes, you can opt out if you want to, but this means you have connections between everything. And what it's supposed to do is be able to utilize all that information to make your life easier. For example, what if you want to create a custom Bitmoji or a custom emoji or a custom image while talking to a friend? Well, because all of your photos are in your Apple Photos, and because it knows your friend and has connected your friend to their photos, you can ask it to make an image of you and your friend, going hiking if that's what you're looking to do. And boom, it instantly utilizes the Dolly application and creates that photo for you instantly within your chat. I want you to imagine that you're looking to go see a movie this summer. I know a lot of people are really anticipating the new Deadpool movie. So imagine that you just talk to Siri on your device and it says, hey, I am looking to go see the new Deadpool movie on July 20th. And I have times available between noon and 5. Can you please find me open tickets in a row that is towards the middle of the theater. And when you find those, please purchase them with the credit card we have on file, and then send me the tickets via my email. And boom, it'll do that for you because it has connection to the app on your phone. It has connections to your account on your phone. It's going to be able to do all that stuff like your very own personal assistant. And that is what Apple announced this week. It is what we've been talking about forever, a true RAG, a true retrieval augmented system that utilizes your personal data, protected personal data, to make your life easier. That is what we are looking at, everybody. And that's fascinating. And it's fantastic that that what we predicted is coming true. I don't want to pat myself on the back, but I'm kind of patting myself on the back for being able to predict this. And go back. If you're like, no, you're just saying that because it's happened, and go back to our very first episode in early May. We did it. Even go back to the other organization that I used to work for the previous 4 years. And on their channel, all of the AI stuff that we've done, look at those. And I predicted that all the way back in March of 2023. Right? Just 6 short months after OpenAI released its GPT 3.5. So everything's coming true, and it's pretty amazing. And that is going to really transform all organizations. If we're able to have a concise ecosystem where everything is talking to one another, all the information is aggregated through RAG, and be able to provide us with up-to-date and amazing utility from it. It's fantastic to see that that is going to be a possibility. All right, so let's get back into what we're going to talk about, though. Today is all about Quizizz. Now, I love Quizizz. I've presented for Quizizz. I've presented at their booth at ISTE multiple times. I've met the amazing creators of Quizizz. It was my go-to when I was in the classroom for science. I created a Quizizz routine where it's student created quizzes that you use Google. So you use Google Forms, which then creates a spreadsheet, which you then upload into Quizizz, and boom, your students made a quiz collaboratively. I just love Quizizz, and Quizizz has implemented what they call Quizizz AI, and what this does is it provides just super tools to be able to utilize AI. So I'm going to show you a few things, and there's so much in Quizizz AI. I want you to go. They even have a fantastic how-to. So I'm at quizizz.com, and I'm logged in to my account, and I'm going to go ahead and click on the feature where it says Quizizz AI _new. And this is where we are. Now, I do have the premium version of Quizizz, but I do want you to be aware that there is the free version. So if we take a look over here at the free version right here, there is a little bit of a difference, right? So if I click back to my pay version, you can see that I have Quizzes for Students turned on. That means students will be able to have a few different things that they can do while they're playing with your quiz on their side, right? But if you don't have that pay version, you're not going to see that up at the top. I always want to make sure I'm completely transparent when I'm showing you a tool. I want to definitely show you what is part of the free and what is part of the pay, so that you don't feel like there's a bait and switch anywhere. Okay, so let's go back to my other one. Coming over here, notice at the top there is a Chrome extension. Yes, that Chrome extension, when you install it, adds a little button right up here to your Chrome toolbar, and it lets you, well, I'll show you. It lets you interact with websites and videos with AI to create quizzes based upon the pages that you're on. But there's also a fantastic how-to called Get Quizizz AI Certified that walks you through all of these features. And so I'm not gonna show you exactly everything, because they've already created a fantastic tutorial that you get a certification at the end that I would love for you to participate in if you see some of these useful features. But I'm going to show you some of the wow factors here. So there are a few different ways that you can begin working with your Quizizz AI. Again, just clicking on the Quizizz AI, it allows you to extract questions from worksheets or question bank. It allows you to create it from documents. That is documents you have on-prem on your device, or documents that are in your Google Drive. It allows you to create questions from a YouTube video. And I have to say, I really thought, and this is not knocking them, but I really thought Edpuzzle was going to be the first ones to do this with AI. I really did. This completely does a fantastic job at creating video-based questions right off of a YouTube video. It lets you create questions off of a website or an online article, or questions from scratch based upon an idea or topic that you have that will be completely generated through AI. So you can do all of that here, but I'm going to show you first how we're going to be using this Quizizz extension button. I'm going to call it the power button. Okay. So let's say that we are doing a unit on evolution, and we're talking about the evolution of whales, right? That's always a fascinating topic for anybody, actually, but especially children, when they see that a whale is a mammal. And most mammals live on land, and it swims underwater, but it still breathes air. Like, how did it evolve from land to water? It's fascinating, to be able to talk about that. So let's say we're doing this unit here. And so I'm going to go ahead and scroll through and say, oh, this article is pretty good. But what if this article is really good, but I want it for my 5th grade class, or I want it for my, a younger class? Well, that's where this button comes in. I'm going to click on this power button right up here, and it allows me, it says, okay, let's turn this website into a quiz. What grade level, right? And it goes all the way from kindergarten to 5th grade. I'm going to select 6th grade. Okay, I'm going to select 6th grade, and it allows you to do multiple choice questions or reading comprehension questions. Now, I'm going to show the reading comprehension and the multiple choice, but I do want you to be aware the reading comprehension questions are part of the paid school plan. Okay, so you won't be able to do this if you're using the free plan. I want to be completely transparent with you in this facet, okay? But let's go ahead and do the reading comprehension. How many questions do you want to test? I'm going to do 10. Nice round number. And now I'm going to hit create custom quiz. What this does is it's looking at the website and the article on the website. It's going to your Quizizz account, and it is taking that into the ecosystem and creating that quiz for you, right? So here we are, and it's doing its thing. Okay, it's generating these quizzes, and it's telling you where it's generating them from, right? Evolution.berkeley.edu. So it's like, okay, I'm doing it off of the correct site. And then when it finishes its work, you can see it right here in real time, everybody. I did not fast forward through any of this. You can see that it has created that article for you right here. And here's the cool thing. Okay, here's the cool thing. You can see in this that it took that article right here and it condensed it to that 6th grade level. It condensed it, right? It changed the lexile level for you so that it meets the needs of the students, right? And then it shows you all the different questions that it already created for you. Now, you can add a question. You can add similar questions. Here's a cool one. It can add explanations here for your students. So I'm going to click add answer explanations. Okay. And then what it will do is, hold on. There we go. I'm adding these answer explanations. I'm going to click right here. And, well, I guess it doesn't have those, but I can add similar questions. I can translate the quiz into a different language, even more options. I can come in here and do these things as well. It just does a really good job at taking. And the cool thing is, if you don't like the question, right? If you don't like the question, it will allow you to edit it, right? It'll allow you to edit it. So that is how you can take, again, an article that you find online and transform it into a Quizizz. But let's say that you don't want to, let's say that your district or your school doesn't allow you to add extensions. Okay, fair enough. So that what I would do here is I would come over here and I'd say create questions from a website or article. So I click on this, I've grabbed the URL, and I'm gonna paste the URL right into here. It's going to say, okay, how many questions do you want? I want 10. What grade level? I'm going to say, for this one, I'm going to say 4. And I'm going to click generate quiz. All right. And again, just like we saw from the website, it's creating that quiz right out of your Quizizz AI page right here. And again, you can interact with the question types. You can, I was playing around earlier and I asked Quizizz AI to take the questions and change the voice of the questions to sound like Steve Irwin is asking them. And it was funny because every single question started with crikey, you know? So that was pretty funny. But let's say that we also want to partner the web article with a video, right? Videos are great. But the problem is, how do we know they actually got out of the video what we wanted them to get out of? In the past, my answer was always Edpuzzle, right? But look what this has. Quit that. Because we have this extension here, I can hit create quiz right here, and it will ask me, do I want the entire video or just a segment? That's great if you have longer videos, but there's only a small part you want them to watch. What grade level? Again, I'm going to keep it at 5. Let's keep it at 8 questions this time. And I'm going to select customize this quiz. And again, it's going to do its thing in your Quizizz account. It is going to take that video and transform it into a quiz just for you. Right? So here we are. It's going to select it. It's going to do it. It's going to do its thing right there. Again, what if your school doesn't allow you to download those extensions? Again, that's perfectly fine. You're going to click that share button right here. You're going to copy the link, or you can just come up to the top and grab that link. And I'm going to go back into Quizizz over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select create questions from YouTube video, just like this. And I will paste that YouTube video link in. You can also do a search if you wanted to. I'm going to click 8 questions. It's asking for subject and grade. I'm going to go ahead and do 3rd grade. Trim video link. I don't want to trim it. Make this an interactive video quiz. Okay. And then I'm going to hit generate quiz. And so it's doing the same thing from what you would do if you clicked on the Quizizz link, the Quizizz extension off the website, and then pushed it out right here. So it's pretty neat that it is able to do all of this with just a push of a button, right? And so here we go. We see the video has been created, and it's going to go on in and do its thing right there. And you can see off to the side right here, and this is the free version. Okay, this is the free. This is not part of any pay. And boom, it brought in the video. It shows you where the questions are at each one along the way. And then it asks those questions, right? Again, I can have it ask similar questions right there. Or I can come over here to more options, and I can say something like, please make each question sound like Mr. T, right? Okay, so we can come in here and do that, and it will enhance the questions. Well, I don't know if you can call it enhancing it to sound like Mr. T, but it'll enhance the questions to make the questions as if Mr. T is asking them. I'm sure there's going to be I pity the fool somewhere in here along the way. What if your the document that you want to turn in to a quiz is a PDF that you have right off of your computer? Well, that's where you would click on import the worksheets here. So I'm gonna click import. It's gonna say, where do you want that? Import from your drive or import from a device. I'm gonna select the device right here. I'm gonna find it. Here it is. Let's see. The evolution of whales PDF. I'm going to click open. You can see that it's going to upload. Now, there is a 30-page limit and a 25 megabyte limit as well, but it will upload that document right here to Quizizz and create those quizzes right off the bat from that document, which again is pretty darn neat when you think about it. And there's one more thing. I mean, there's so many things here that Quizizz can do, right? And again, like it's grade 2. It's taking this higher level document, under grade, but it's going to take the questions and put it in a Lexile level that a grade 2 would be able to understand, right? But let me show you again as this is working. Let me show you over here that what if you don't have a document? What if you don't have a YouTube video you want? What if you just want to come into your class and ask it to create a quiz for you using AI? Okay, so quiz topic: the evolution of whales over time and their closest land relative. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Number of questions, let's say 8. Subject biology, grade 3. Depth of knowledge, level 1, level 2. Let's go, right? And it shows you this. Recall, skills or concepts, strength and thinking, strategic thinking, extended thinking. I'm going to just select level 1, depth of knowledge, okay? And I'm going to hit continue. And it's going to create those quizzes right off here. Do you want, select up to subtopic, evolution of whales, whale ancestors, whale adaptations, whale fossil records, and land relatives of whales. Boom, done. And generate that quiz. While that quiz is generating, let's come back to, I feel like we're on a cooking show. Let's come back to our PDF that has been baking in the oven. So it has 25 questions from that PDF. It has brought down the verbiage to meet the needs of the students along the way. You can delete the questions you don't like. You can add similar questions using the AI, so it's going to go and generate some more questions if you want it to do that. There's so much that these tools do. So let's go back here and recap a little bit of what we've done here. There is so many different things you can do with Quizizz AI. The first thing you need to do, if you've never used Quizizz AI before, you need to come in to your Quizizz account, quizizz.com. Just log in with your Google account if you've never done that before. Click on Quizizz AI right there off on your screen and download the Chrome extension. That's number one. Download that Chrome extension. Then the next thing you need to do is get Quizizz AI certified. It's just a good practice. They do a fantastic job. Kyle does a fantastic job of walking you through the AI certification and all the different features that you are going to be taking a look at. If you have the pay version with your school, go ahead and turn this on and play in as a student to play around with it. But if you don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But I want you to come and take a look at what you can do on-prem, on the device, on the app, by extracting questions from a worksheet that you currently have, creating documents, creating questions from a document like a PDF that's on your computer or in your Google Drive, creating questions from a YouTube video. I want you to practice doing it on quizizz.com. And then if you do have the ability to install the extension, go to a website, and then utilize that Quizizz power button right up here to customize your quiz, and then play around with the grades so that you can see the different verbiage it uses for a grade 5 versus a grade 12. And then also come over here to YouTube, and you can select create quiz here, or you can do the same thing. Click that power button up here in the corner, and it'll do the same thing right there, and take a look right there. I mean, everybody, listen. Quizizz has been one of my favorite tools since the get-go. I love the fact that I can create my own quizzes. I love the fact that my students using that Quizizz Kid Creator Hack. If you've never seen it before, join our YouTube channel that we have over at our channel at youtube.com/@Sons of Technology, and don't forget to subscribe. Go over there and look up Quizizz Kid Creator Hack. It should be on one of the more popular videos, and it'll show you step by step how to go through it. But if you have not done that, don't worry about it. But Quizizz has done so many amazing things over the years, and the inclusion of Quizizz AI just shoots them to the top again. It's pretty amazing, and I love the fact that they had some beta testing of it. They found out it wasn't as good as they wanted it to be, and so then they removed it, and they waited until it was best before they rolled it out completely, and it is really good. So please do yourselves a favor and go check that out. I also want to say that I appreciate you. This is episode 7. That means we've almost been together for 2 months, and the summer for many of you just started. Or maybe you haven't started yet, but we have plenty of summer with AI to go through. And I'm so blessed and excited that you allow me to be a part of your summer PD. Speaking of which, there's so many amazing groups that you can be a part of online. Like EDU Guardians have started up. They are fantastic individuals. I want to say hi to Bobby. Bobby, hi Bobby. Love her so much. But I also want you to know that I'm passionate about the EdTech Army. The EdTech Army has been around since 2014. We are celebrating our 10-year anniversary. And all it means to be a part of the EdTech Army is that you are pushing the boundaries for your students. That's it. It doesn't have to be with technology, but it's about pushing the boundaries of what your students can create and do in your classroom. And the reason that we say this is alone you can solve a problem, but it takes an army to create that revolution. And that's what our passion is about. And then underneath the EdTech Army, of course, we have the Sons of Technology. So we do have Sons of Technology gear, EdTech Army gear. If you'd like some, contact me and I can hook you up. But I am so proud that we also have now our Daughters of Technology gear. We want to make sure that everybody feels seen, everybody feels heard. And I have heard you saying, oh, Sons of Technology is awesome, but I'd really love a Daughters of Technology. And we heard you. We have them. If you would like some of this apparel, you can connect with me. Connect with me on LinkedIn. Connect with me on the Twix. Connect with me on the Instagram. And we can definitely hook you up. But until then, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. There's so much more left, and I can't wait to see where we travel together. Have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day.
In the summer sun, we're having fun. The Quizizz AI, the learning just begun. Create a quiz in no time with ease. From articles, videos, kiosk, oh show me please. From summer fun to classroom devices, Quizizz AI is one of your new favorite devices. In the summer with AI, we're all engaged with Quizizz magic for every age. Grab a video clip from YouTube now. Quizizz AI will make it fun. Bang, boom, pow. The AI asks questions in no time at all. Learning's better with Quizizz this fall. From summer heat to classroom fun, Quizizz AI has just begun. A summer with AI, we're all engaged with Quizizz magic for every age. Got an article, it's in your drive. Quizizz AI will make it come alive. It highlights facts, then asks away in a quiz activity that's ready today. From summer fun to classroom ease, Quizizz AI. Oh yes please, a summer with AI, we're all engaged. Quizizz AI, magic for every age. PDFs and docs, so much to see. With Quizizz AI, oh yes please can be. Upload format, it's done in a flash. A quiz that's sure to make us splash. Quizizz AI, it's the way to go. Creating quizzes with a fun workflow. A summer with AI, we shine so bright. Quizizz AI makes learning a delight. Quizizz AI, it's the way to go. Creating quizzes with a fun workflow. A summer with AI, we shine so bright. Quizizz AI makes learning